Chris and Charlie are retired teachers from Redditch, near Birmingham in the UK, and they moved to a little village in Socha Valley. They visited us, and here is what they told us about their story.
What was your reason for moving to Slovenia?
Right, we bought a house here 11 years ago, knowing that in another few years' time we would be retiring from work, which we did 5 or 6 years ago. So we bought a house here to sort of improve my do-it-yourself skills. I was quite interested in the idea of being able to renovate my own house. At the time it was quite a big thing in the UK. Plus we knew when we did retire we could live somewhere warm, sunny, where the environment was clean, it was good for walking. I do orienteering in the forest, so it was good for orienteering. I do skiing, cycling, so it's a great place for doing those sorts of things.
Is this type of migration quite common in the UK?
Yes, a lot of people buy property abroad in the UK. We know quite a few people. I think the most popular countries are France, Spain, Italy, and even America, because a lot of people seem to like Florida a lot.
What problems did you face on your arrival to Slovenia?
Well, the biggest problem is obviously the language, and to be fair, we have made a little bit of an effort to try and learn Slovene, but as you can tell, our Slovene is very, very poor. We've been to 3 classes over like 10 weeks each, but we've learned a little bit. But part of the problem is that you speak English so well that even if we went into a bar and asked for a coffee in Slovene, they would turn around and answer us back in English anyway. They can just tell we're English even if we speak a little bit of Slovene.
How did the Slovene people accept you?
Really well. I mean, when it all started and the first time we stayed here, and the man we were staying with helped us find like an estate agent and helped us to find, you know, people who were selling houses, and from then on everyone was just brilliantly helpful.
Was it hard to leave home?
Well, shall I answer that?
Yes.
Probably I have found it harder than Charlie. Charlie, when we go back to England, Charlie can't wait to get back here, whereas I'm quite happy in England. But when I get back here, I love it here as well. So I'm a bit more mixed. Charlie is definitely happier here, aren't you?
Have you made any friends here? How hard was that? Do you think that Slovenes accept foreigners easily?
Making friends here is quite easy, particularly when you come in contact with people. So in the orienteering club I'm in, there are a couple of guys who I communicate with and chat with, and each time we meet. Our neighbours are very friendly, but I have to admit, most of our friends here are other English people.
How would you describe Slovenians in comparison to English people?
I think that Slovenes are a little bit more serious than English people. You're certainly a lot quieter, and certainly kids are quieter. We come through your school and you can hardly tell there are kids around. It is very calm. If you go into a supermarket in the UK, kids would be running around the aisles, parents will be chasing them, keeping them quiet. Here you can walk around Hoffa and kids are really quiet, quite calm. You never hear kids or see kids being naughty and being spoken to by their parents. So, and the other thing is that Slovenes seem to work very long hours here. Our neighbours seem to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning going to work. They come home at 3, which is a little bit earlier than the UK, but then they go and work in the fields to 7 or 8 o'clock at night in the summer. So people here seem to have a much longer working day and less time relaxing.
How often do you watch or maybe listen or read about news in your home country? And what about news in Slovenia?
Each day we listen to Slovenia International, and there we get your your news on the radio. I read the online version of the Slovenia Times once or twice a day, and that gives a little bit of news, but again, they're both in English.
Are you satisfied with your life here now?
Definitely, yes. It is, well, everything I think we would want it to be.
On your arrival, were you surprised about anything, either positively or negatively?
Not really. I think we anticipated what it was going to be like living here pretty accurately before we came, so nothing really surprised us now.
Does it feel like home here?
Yes, I think so. I think if you ask Charlie where home is, he would say here.
Thank you for taking your time to come and answer our questions today. It has been very lovely meeting you both today, and it has been very helpful for us to hear firsthand about your experience of migrating to Slovenia. We have learned a lot from you, and it has been great to gain your perspectives and opinions on topics we are learning during our project. We are pleased to hear you are happy and satisfied with your life here. Thank you for cooperating, and here is a gift to show our appreciation.
Oh, no.
Absolutely no need.
No.
It's been our pleasure. Okay, so yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Gosh.
Very
No, you
interesting.
shouldn't. If we
Thank
tell
you.
our friends, you'll have lots of English people knocking on the school door. Can we have an interview, please?